I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite route. If you kind of want to avoid PvP and kind of just play on the outside of Dam Battleground, this is the route I'd like to take if you go to certain spawn. With that being said, the kit we're running is looting 2, Berletta, light shield, decent amount of ammo. Bring your Raider Hatch key. Is really simple. If you don't have a Raider Hatch key, you can buy 1 per day, or you can craft these bad boys at the utility station here. Very simple. You can get this from just going in a few raids. You can easily get this. With that being said, let's hop straight into it. All right. Could have been a better spawn, honestly, but we're going to go to the right side of the map. We're going to wrap up towards Outpost. We're going to go down here, and we're going to make our way to this Raider camp here, Electrical Tower. And then we're going to make our way to the Red Lakes Hatch. We can loot around here. There's a lot of Raider caches in this area here. And we're going to make our way up to Pump House. And we're also going to loot near Raider Outpost East, loot this whole section here. And we're going to come back, and we're going to leave at Pump House. Or if you don't have a key, you can leave at North Complex Elevator. But with that being said, let's go to our first checkpoint. It's a fresh raid. There's a big chance I run into players. So me sitting there was probably not the best idea, but it's okay. A lot of people hated on me for running into players in my route where I was trying to be not as, not trying to PvP, but you do realize fresh spawns and you're running right to left, or right or left, you're going to be running into players because that is their spawn. And most people will either sit in their spawn or do the same thing that I am talking about, running right to left. There is, of course, some players that rush towards the middle. Those are probably more the geared PvP-oriented players, don't get me wrong. Or they're questing. This place up here has some pretty decent loot, if you get this spawn. Sometimes, yep, I was going to say, sometimes there's a Raider cache in here. Looks like there's an ammo box back there as well. Raider caches little buns. It's okay, though. I believe there's another box that could spawn right up here. But you can check this. Sometimes these are breachable. Med bag. Cool. Any extra goodies? Might as well take them. You have to be careful. It's a pretty common area over here next to Scrapyard. Pretty decent amount of people that like to loot over here. I always find myself sometimes PvPing in Scrapyard a lot more than you would think, honestly. But as long as we can make it to Outpost here, we should be able to set ourselves up for the route pretty easily. I believe there is a spawn up here though, so some people can kind of just get the luck of the draw. Get the spawn up here right away, which if you do, cool. But if this is strictly a guide for if you're spawning on this like back right portion of the map, right? I mean, you could spawn where I spawned as well and do it as well. Haven't heard any gunshots. This is cool. Playing off my surroundings. Got to be careful. People could be up here, honestly. I believe this is a quest spot, so still have to be relatively careful here. Ammo here, a syringe. Checking all the little beds, little goodies here. Some more ammo. We got a breachable here. Breach these husks, get some XP here. I got a little rubber ducky. You can take these arc power cells and actually shield recharge with them. So I recommend if you're in the mood to not waste your shield rechargers or bring very little shield rechargers. There you go. Maybe we can get something good here. We did add a Pharaoh to our arsenal. I can go back and grab this heavy ammo because I remember I had some in here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Sort this out. More appealing for me. What we can do here is simply come off this side here, slide down, make this really easy and simple. Come down this path, come loot this Raider building. That's in front of us. It can sometimes have another ammo / grenade box. Usually right here. Right here. Doesn't seem to be there. Stuff on the shelves. Sometimes computers lootable. We're going to drop down here. And we're cutting it up towards the electrical tower. Oh, let me not remove my marker. You can avoid a lot with this, honestly. And if you get a jam-packed inventory just from what you're already doing now, you can leave it the first hatch we go to. But if you want to extend it out, get better loot, 100% understand. We just got to make our way down towards the electrical tower. Electrical tower can have some pretty decent loot. It's in its name, electrical tower, so it has some pretty good electrical items. So sensors, processors, things along those lines, wires, I believe batteries. If you get lucky. I mean, batteries are not that crazy, but maybe you can get like industrial batteries or whatnot. But mostly sensors, kind of like those smaller computer parts, electrical components. Very simple stuff. We're also going to have another camp right before we get to tower that we're able to loot, which should be pretty good, honestly. So, the camp is right here in front of me. Following down towards about 75 northeast, between east and northeast. There is a spawn relatively close, so some people can be, like, already went through all this, right? Doesn't look like it, though. Check the back of these things. Sometimes they're breachable. The truck sometimes has some good stuff on here. There's a weapon case here as well. Someone's been here. So, there might be a high chance they hit electrical tower as well. Like I said, this isn't the spawn. There's a bunker spawn somewhere around here. They've been here, and the reason I know they've been here is because there is a, there's a zip there. Which is okay. I'm going to breach the score here. Reason I'm breaching this is because they have a high chance for Sentinel firing cores if you still need those. These are going to loot. So let's see if we can get lucky here. There we go. Just a bunch of good blues. Worth a pretty penny is what it is. Honestly, still worth a little check, right? See if they actually hit up electrical tower and looted it up. Gonna get my gun out just in case. Did they breach everything? It looks like it was all breached. What you can do is still come behind people. They leave stuff. Get the XP. If you don't want to search through all of it, you're 100% chilling. As you can see, there's pretty good little loot spawns here. What people could do is what this guy did. He zipped across. We're not going to do that. We're going to make our way over across this lake here. Very simple. There's a lot of radar cache and arc probes and couriers that come over here. There is a leaper that usually roams relatively in the front end of the radar hatch area. Pay attention to that. If you're on solo, you can find yourself being friendly with a lot of players and a lot of players being friendly back. So if you ever get yourself in a situation, just use your mic. It's not uncommon. And I hope everything I'm kind of showing you guys is helping some sort of way. If it is, we'd greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button for this video. Trying to provide as much value as I can for you guys. I believe this is an apricot tree, so. We made it up to our first hatch. If we felt satisfied with our inventory, we could leave here. Like I said, though, these have a breachable in the back. Sometimes some good goodies in here, as you can see. Gotta be careful. Could be players lingering around. This is the extraction point, so. These are always breachable. People forget about these a lot. Even if they're buried in the ground, they're still breachable, guys. Nothing there. Surprised we haven't found a radar cache, honestly. We go down here. We can check this, see if it has any goodies laying around. Nothing. There's a computer here. There's a battery. Not bad. And what we're going to do is make our way towards either this next flagpole, which we can check it out. We're also going to look through here. And the reason we're going to look through here is because there is actually a weapon case spawn in here. But I always like to just check the ground over here, see if there's anything laying around. Make sure I don't hear footsteps. But yeah, this one right here. With the little opening here. There's a chance there's some goodies back here. Raider cache. Usually they would be back here. In the back right corner. Take a Raider cache though. And 2 breachable husk. Get rid of these little bear robots real quick. Try to make this relatively quick. Made a lot of noise. Breach these bad boys. See what they got for us. Boom. Boom. If you need the arc alloys, you'll get a decent amount from doing this route as well. But we finish that up. Come up here. This little wooden structure. There's a little bit of things here too sometimes. These are breachable. We're just going to keep moving, but I'm going to play around these rocks just in case I do need cover. Which you never know. This is where the harvester event is, right over here. If it's up, this route probably isn't the most ideal. Obviously, you don't want to deal with the queen, so. As you can see, we've made some pretty good progress so far. Pretty deep into the raid. There's a dead player here. Interesting. I think bro might have just resetted. It looked like he just reset his character. Won't lie to you. Looked like he just reset. Or he died, and someone just didn't want to loot him. Alright, so with our inventory now is about 40k. You can leave here. I won't say I've gotten anything like super impressive. So I'm going to make my way up to this bridge. A lot of raider caches usually through here. So just keep your ear out. This back highway right here, there's a little, I'm going to unping it, but there's a little gap you can see opening. If you actually drop from the top and then hold spacebar, you can actually go inside and there's a weapon case in there. Which is really nice. Or if you have a zip line or a snap hook and you're just running strictly loot runs, you could zip up to it. I could have brought mine, but I wanted it to be more like... I didn't want to bring that in and people complain about it. Because it's not like ideal for most players, right? So I avoided it. This little hut here usually has good loot. When it's not looted. Double locker. Doesn't even look looted, honestly. Looks like someone just came through and... And I'll take a little bit of goodies. And then sometimes these filing cabinets are opened up. Available for loot. Always check the field depots. They have breachables. Do you want to be loud? That's the question you ask yourself. We're going to go up here. To our right. There should be a chance at a weapon case spawn. I believe at one of these. Here it is, right here. So just check these between the pillars. You want a chance at finding a weapon. I'm going to take this one instead of the rifle. Drop all that. Trying to keep most of our goodies. And then we can go from here. Just hop on the bridge and go check the other weapon case I'm told you guys about. And we can basically slide right back down the mountain and leave. Say it's a pretty valuable run. Very simple, out of the way. If you want to loot the cars, you can cars as well. I don't want to stick around for too long. You can see right here. You go to the edge of the bridge right here. Try to fall off and catch yourself. Sometimes it can be difficult like that. It is annoying, but there is a weapon case in there. If you guys want to do it, you can do it. Same thing I'm doing. You just got to be a little bit better than me at doing it. But for this run, I'm just gonna give up on it, man. Sometimes it takes me a few tries. I suck at it. I suck at the parkour. I can give it to you guys, but you want to bring a zip or a snap hook. Put the snap hook in your safe pocket as soon as you're done using it. It only uses one durability, so you're super chilling on that. After you loot it, you can slide down this mountain, come to your extraction here, hit the raider hatch key, get out of the raid, and you probably found yourself looting about, I'd say about 4 weapon cases if you hit this route and get pretty lucky with them. But that is basically the loot route I like to run, and here it is on the map. So you guys got it mapped out. I spawned here, I moved here, I looted this right up here. This is where the raider caches were. Made my way to outpost, also made my way to a little raider building, all the way through the woods here to another raider camp. We looted the art courier there, checked the electrical station, went to the next raider hatch key, some good loot, and we killed the wasp here, looting another weapon case. Moved our way up. This is near the hatch. We scoot back around. We basically looted here, another weapon case underneath the bridge that we did not get to loot. And yeah, that's basically the loot route. It's really simple outside of the map of Dam Battlegrounds. So it's going to be not as much PvP. And if you do run into players, use your voice. They'll probably team up with you anyways on solo. But yeah, hope this guide helped you guys. I made 46K. And yeah, that's how I've gotten myself up to 1.4 mil. Basic, simple runs. I have a pretty big stash with some good goodies. And I also am almost fully complete with the project. And if anyone knows, this is pretty expensive as well.